Awesome. So before we even jump into opportunities without borders, uh, what's your educational background like?
Okay, so my name is Favor Bassi, as
Mm,
we've already we've already stated earlier. So actually, I'm someone with a background in media and communication studies.
yeah,
So I have always been passionate and enthusiastic about journalism. Like being able to tell stories has always been my passion. In
yeah,
fact, so many people around me know me as someone who likes to talk, who likes to tell stories and all that. So it has always been something I've loved doing. But just recently, I saw the need to actually take a step away from that. As we all know, Nigeria is at a crossroad at the moment. So we are having our elections in a couple of days. And
mm,
from everything that has been happening and what we've seen from the past, we decided that it's time for the youth to actually wake up and get fully involved in the
mm,
electoral processes. So, from the candidates we see, in fact, Nigeria is at a point where we really need someone who really knows what it entails to rule the country, like someone who knows the job, who knows what to do and how to put things in the right perspective. So I saw the need to actually step out from my profession and support this person, like give my voice to this
mm,
cause. And of course, we know that journalists are not supposed to be partisan, like you're not supposed to support any political party or whatever. But I really needed to be fully
yeah,
involved in the process, and that was why I resigned from my job as a journalist. I've been working for the past 4 years, and then when I resigned and the news went out that I resigned to support this person, it was really it's made the news actually. Like a lot of people were talking about it, so many people speculating as to the real reason why I resigned, that wasn't my main reason and all that. You know how the internet can be. People will definitely talk.
yeah, yeah,
But but one thing that actually caught my attention was the fact that most people were not really concerned about the reason why I resigned to give my voice to this cause. They were more concerned on how I would survive because we know the situation of our country. There are no
mm,
jobs. We have graduates, people graduating every year, and there's no job for them. So people were really concerned about how I would survive. You know that to get a job is not easy. You had a job and you left your job. Are you sure you know what you're doing? Did you think this twice before taking this action? Like, how are you going to survive and all that? People were not really concerned about why I resigned and the impact I could have made. They were more concerned about how I was going to survive. So I got to think about it, and that was when I came across the ALX program, the virtual assistant
mm,
program, which opened my
mm,
eyes to the fact that there are opportunities out there, like globally, like people can actually be in their present location and work for companies in international companies from around the world and make a decent living, right? So I decided to use that opportunity to create a platform where I would educate people on the need to think outside the box. So that was how I found my way into tech. That was how I discovered the tech field and the digital world and everything that has been happening around this field. And trust me, I really find everything very interesting. Like it's a very interesting field, very, very interesting. And I really hope
yeah.
to delve more. Yeah.
So there's this common misconception that getting into tech, if you're not really passionate about it,
Yeah.
is very tough for someone.
True.
And also, there's this, my understanding of tech is that it's just a tool to help you do whatever you want to do.
Yes.
So, what are some of the challenges you've had, given that before we started this, you shared on how your passion is in actually in your response, you shared that your passion was in effecting change in the electoral process in Nigeria.
Yes.
So, what are the huge or biggest challenges you faced while trying to learn tech and using it to achieve some of the missions that you are working on?
Yeah, the biggest challenge is that tech is a field that is revolving. Like we wake up every morning and it's a new thing coming up
Mm,
and a new tool or whatever. But nevertheless, I have learned to be able to keep up with the pace. Whatever I
yeah.
see, yes, whatever trend I see, I try to read a little bit about it and know what it's about, know what people are saying about it, and that's
Mm,
how I began to get my balance. But really, it's a very challenging field for people who have never had any prior knowledge or experience and they just want to break into it, especially with the fact that people people mostly acquiring these skills mostly require you to do it from a remote, not really a remote location, like it's an online thing, right? So people usually
mm,
acquire these skills online and it's all by themselves, nobody to guide
mm.
them, nobody to um, motivate them. So how do you stay motivated in such a situation? So that are some of the challenges I covered, and I'm really trying to see how I can work my way towards it and ensure that I get the best or the most from the field.
With
I hope I
Zoom,
answered your question. I don't know. You were saying something about how I found it with the electoral. It's not really related
we'll
to.
talk about we'll keep talking about that.
All right.
I was just trying to figure out what are some of the challenges that you've experienced while
Yeah.
joining
Okay.
tech,
Okay.
and maybe we can take you back to when you came across ALX. What is the course that you took there, and why did you decide to take that course?
Okay. The course I took was the virtual assistant course.
Mm,
So after looking at every other course, I realized that I needed some background, I needed some prior knowledge, like the software
mm,
engineering course. You need maybe I don't know if I'm right, but I needed maybe a prior knowledge of Python or HTML and all that. But I
mm,
decided to go for the virtual assistant course because it involves communication and of course, and I have a background in communication. That was why I saw the need to go for that and to really explore and see what it feels like working from the comfort of your home and yeah, working for companies from the comfort of your home. And it has really been helpful.
mm. And is this a major contributor into your role as a
Oh,
social media
definitely.
specialist?
Definitely, it's a major contributor because after after completing the virtual assistant course, virtual assistant is a really broad background. It's a really broad topic, so it's always
Mm,
good to have a niche on what you really want to do. Do you want to assist with administrative tasks? Do you want to assist as a customer service rep, or do you want to assist as a social media manager? So I saw the need to assist as a social media manager, like a community ambassador of a platform, like an organization that's focused on helping the youth, like helping people in Africa. So that is actually my desire and my value to actually work for an organization that brings people together. Like they have a course where they plan to help Africans break out of the shell, if that's the word to use. So I don't know, it's like I'm missing my line of thoughts. So sorry, what was your question, please?
I was just asking, you actually answered the question on
Okay.
how virtual assistant, learning the details
Yes.
about virtual
Yes,
assistants has
yes, yes.
assisted
So I saw
also in
the need
your.
to specialize in the social media aspect. And then after that, I realized that social media is not just it's not just about posting and commenting, writing captions. There is more to it. There's the
Yeah.
marketing side of it. You can actually help businesses achieve their goals through social media. In fact, I realized that in Africa, many businesses are really not thriving because they've not really leveraged the opportunities that are abound, the opportunities that are available on the internet or social media. So that was how I started figuring my path into marketing and yeah, social media marketing. In fact, digital marketing as a whole. Then it led me to take another course on Aleph, another platform where I learned some digital marketing skills. It was also focused on social media marketing. And after that course, I landed the first job with a UK company where I helped them manage their social media pages and their marketing needs as well. And I'm currently the manager of the social media team. It has been,
Wow.
thank you, it has been an amazing ride so far. Yeah. And one thing I would love to say, I don't know if you have a question for me in that regard, is the need for, sorry for the background noise, is the need for building network and having a community of people that you can
Yeah,
really
we'll
exactly.
jump into that. Actually,
All
it's
right.
part of our
Sure,
conversation.
sure, sure. All right. So that's it.
There's this there's this thing that, well, it's become a pattern where we see assistants, particularly female assistants,
Mm,
who start from an assistant basis and then keep on building their skills
yes,
up to where they become CEOs.
true.
So what is it about virtual assistant and working with such key information in systems that led to you starting Opportunities Without Borders? Because with that, we can actually call you a CEO.
I'm a founder. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's the same thing as CEO, but yeah, it's cool.
Well,
So, Opportunities Without Borders is still a baby. I just started
mm,
the organization last year in September or October or so, but
yeah.
late last year, yes. After completing my program with the ALX Virtual Assistant with ALX, after I completed the virtual assistant program with ALX, I realized that many young people are just acquiring skills, but they are not really maximizing the skills. Like they are not putting these skills into use. In fact, I have a couple of contacts on my phone because I'm someone who likes to make friends in wherever I find myself. So I made a lot of friends from the ALX program. In fact, many of us are even fellows at the room right now, and
Mm,
many of them, you still see them going back to their businesses, posting about their businesses and stuff. Like they don't really follow through on the skills they've acquired. So
mm,
I saw the need to actually start a platform where I would then open people up to remote work opportunities. In fact, I plan to collaborate and partner with organizations, international companies that are looking for these people, like companies that, the problem about hiring is that you don't really know who you're hiring. But if you come to a platform where you are sure that people in this platform, people in this community are highly skilled and they can definitely deliver on the job, I think it would give the organization a leverage. Like you don't need to go through the stress of really interviewing and going through that to be sure that you just know that, okay, coming from here, these people are highly skilled. So I saw the need to have a platform like an umbrella where I can bring all these digital talents together so that where there is an opportunity, I will just bring it to them. Partner with
is
international
there?
companies, yes, international
Yeah.
companies that will help both in Africa and wherever, that would employ these people so they can put their skills to use, even if it is internship. So many people are even looking for internship. In fact, on Opportunities Without Borders, I was able to get graphics designers who would help me build the social media presence. And trust me, so many people applied, and the fact that I even told them that I was not going to pay, they are so enthusiastic.
Mm,
In fact, they keep asking me, when are we having the next task? So you see, people really want to work, but the opportunity is not there. Maybe the opportunity is there, but they don't know where to find it. So how
mm,
can we help people with these opportunities? How can we help them maximize the skills they've acquired? That's what Opportunities Without Borders is all about. And of course, reducing the rate of unemployment, because if people are employed remotely, if you are in Kenya or in Nigeria or in Uganda and you're working with companies from across the globe, you are employed, you are earning a
mm,
decent living. So that's
yeah.
actually the purpose of the platform.
And you mentioned people acquiring skills from ALX and
Yes.
then not translating this into getting
True.
opportunities
I know
online.
ALX. I know ALX
Does
is
this?
doing. I really appreciate ALX. Like they are doing a lot. In fact, I
Mm,
can't quantify the level of. Um, I don't even know how to say, it, but ALX has really transformed my life. Being a member of
mm,
the room has really transformed my life. Before now, I don't think I have. I'm someone who is able to speak either to an interview or to a public. But ALX brought me to a place where I got to relate with people. I got open. I got so relaxed, and I'm able to really communicate with people and bring them close. So it has really helped me in that aspect. Um, that is why I've missed my line of thought again. I'm sorry.
no worries, no worries.
All right.
And there's also the issue of how do people use opportunities without borders to find remote work opportunities? Is there like a website that people need to go to, or are there
Yeah.
channels that people can communicate with you guys?
Yes, we are currently working on our website at the moment. And
Mm-hmm.
on the website, yes, we're going to collaborate or partner with companies that will post opportunities on the platform. And also, we have a Telegram group where people can join and gain one or two experiences. We have people on the group who can speak, like create master classes on how to get a job, interview, CVs, how to build your LinkedIn profile, because all these things are very important when it comes to landing a job. In fact,
Mm,
many young people are not even active on LinkedIn because they don't see the need to be on LinkedIn. But if you really want to advance in your career, then it's time to take your LinkedIn seriously. That's what I always tell people. So what we do is we help people build their LinkedIn profile, and then we help them through everything they need to do, like a challenge. The last one we are in right now is 20-day challenge on how to land your first remote job. So we take them through every step that they need to go from the beginning, from getting your CV right to your LinkedIn profile right to reaching out to companies. Like there's a process that we are taking them through. And yeah, that's how it is. So what we plan to do in the nearest future, not the nearest future, in a short while, is to open up the platform to everybody, the Telegram platform and the WhatsApp group, so that people can join and gain one or two things from there.
yes, yes. So I'm sure you're passionate about community, even with opportunities without borders.
Yes.
So one question will be, being a fellow in the room, how has this impacted your networks? What value has it added to, or maybe what collaborations have you done that have contributed to the things that you do today, whether it's a job or
Yeah.
the business that you're running?
Yeah. Actually, the room community is you can imagine a community of talented people. Like so after my first program on digital marketing, I got
Mm,
another scholarship with the University for Good to learn on Coursera for free. So I've been learning more about digital marketing, social media marketing on Coursera. And then I saw the need to, you know, you know when people acquire skills, they want to put the skills into use, right? Like they want to practice, they want to gain practical experiences. So they most times go about looking for internship opportunities to to get a job where they can have practical experience, right? But being a member of the room community helped me to gather people from different skill sets, like the different skills, the different services you need to offer as a digital marketing agency. I
yeah.
was able to gather people from different skill sets. I was able to gather somebody from who is a web designer. I brought him in. I brought someone who is specialized in search engine optimization. Brought someone who is specialized in email marketing, cold email
Mm,
prospecting. I brought someone who is specialized in graphics designing. And these are people from the room. These are people from other community that I belong to. And we came together and we started a digital marketing agency. Do you see the power of being a member of a community?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we're not just putting we're not just putting what we learn into practice. We're not just waiting for a company to employ us. We are building something from scratch.
Mm.
So that is how the room community has really impacted me.
And what is this digital marketing agency? And how can people reach you guys?
I should say the
How can
name.
people reach you?
Okay, how
How
can
can
people
people
reach
reach
me?
you? Yeah, the agency.
Okay, so I
What
have to
need
say
the
the name.
services? Well, you
Do I
can
have to
just you
say the
can share
name?
it. If it's too early in the process, you can say it. But if not, how can people reach your services?
Yes, you can just reach me on Instagram, on LinkedIn. My name is Favor Basioto on LinkedIn, or Favor
Mm.
Basio. So just send me a DM, tell me you want to be part of it, and we'll bring you on board. In fact, we have I always tell people, please don't come to a group and just be dormant. No, I'd rather not
Mm.
be in a group than to be there and I'm just dormant. I would rather just excuse myself if I'm not in sync with what is happening in that group. I would rather just excuse myself. So don't be in a group and just be dormant, be active. So I'm really happy because everybody we brought on board are people who are enthusiastic and they collaborate effectively, they work in teams. So that's what I'll say. Please, if you before you message me, make sure you are someone who is really enthusiastic about what you do. Not someone that
And are
would
you
say,
looking
oh,
for?
like maybe after we've had 2 meetings, you now come and say, sorry, I've been caught up with this. And we have it in a way that we don't bombard you or overwhelm you with work. We give people tasks for the week. Like we usually hold one meeting in a week, and that's on Saturday. So we go through our activities, like we catch up on what we did throughout the week, and we give everybody tasks for the coming week. So everybody knows what he's supposed to do throughout that week, and many people, in fact, meet their task 100% or 80% before the next Saturday, where we get to review what everybody has done. So it's not as if we're bombarding. I know everybody have one or two things that they do. You might be working, so we don't want it to be something that will distort your job or stop you from working. So you can still keep your job, but make sure you meet your task within the week because we will review it by the weekend. So please, before you reach out to me, make sure you're someone who's enthusiastic and yeah, open to work and collaborate with teams.
Yeah. How active is the community around opportunities without borders? How active are the people that are working with you on
Yeah,
that?
of course. Like I said earlier, I brought in some team group of graphic designers, and they have been really active. They have been really active. Like Africans want to work, so
Mm.
please, we need people to give them a chance. I know many organizations before they want to employ, they'll say you need 1 or 2 or 3 years of experience, but you need to really give people a chance to prove themselves. Because really, really, I must say that people are very dedicated and ready to work.
Awesome.
And
Awesome. So
even if they don't have an experience in what you do in your organization, they can always catch up. They can always learn. You can always put them through on what they need to know, and
mm,
from there, they're good.
amazing, amazing. So you've mentioned, well, on your LinkedIn, you've mentioned that you're part of a community called African Women in Media.
In
Maybe you
media,
can talk about what what that is about, what African
actually,
Women in Media is about, and how you are involved with it.
yeah, actually, I joined the community when I was a journalist, and I haven't really been following up on the activities recently. But when I joined, what they do basically is they help women in media, female journalists from all across different fields. So
Mm.
I think it could be gender inequality, domestic violence. They just train you on how to report on on sensitive topics, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
What they just do is they teach journalists on how to report on sensitive topics. But that has just been what the platform is about. I don't know how far they have come now, but yeah, I think it still says a lot because I'm still in media. I have a YouTube channel. I said once a soldier,
Yeah,
always
so
a
you need to
soldier.
be more active.
Once a soldier, I can't really leave. I don't know if something is part of you. I think it's difficult for it to leave you. So I still find myself reporting when I go for the room community town hall events. I still find myself reporting, making videos and uploading on YouTube. It's still part of media and stuff. So I think I'm still going to catch up with what they do.
Amazing. So let's have a short discussion on how we can solve unemployment for the African youth. Now, you do have a platform, Opportunities Without Borders, where you share opportunities. So having seen a few videos on your channel and how you're sharing these opportunities for people to apply, has there been good results of people that have applied to these jobs, have gotten the jobs and reached out to you to say thank you? And if there is, are there actually good numbers that you can say this organization is actually working with the mission that you had set out to follow?
Actually, I got to realize that there's a lot of work to be done when it comes to applying for jobs.
Mm,
Um, and you really need to understand, first of all, what the company is about.
yeah.
Not just applying to any company. You don't just throw your CV or your resume anywhere. So I'm not trying to base the success of the community on the YouTube videos. I just make the YouTube videos, and anybody who is lucky from whatever I post, yeah, is lucky. So nobody has actually reached out to me and said, "Oh, thank you, I got this from here and stuff." But I'm trying to see how I can build a more concrete platform whereby people are not just sending their applications to the open air. Like, it's really like I want to build a platform. I want the platform to be in a form of grooming them, more like grooming, if that's the word, more like grooming them. Get CV, get the best LinkedIn profile, everything you need to know about applying to jobs, how to attend to interviews, and because if you don't have all these things put in place, I don't think it's going to be easy to land a job like that. In fact, I heard that most people I speak to say companies reach out to them via their LinkedIn. Companies come to their
Mm,
DMs. So you see, it's not about applying. It's good to give them the opportunity. Like, it's good to open them up to the opportunities. That's what I'm doing on YouTube. But it's not about applying to these opportunities. It's about positioning yourself in a way that these companies will come looking for you. So while you are aware, while if you notice my videos, most times when I talk about getting this website offers jobs or this company is applying remotely, I also tell them about building their LinkedIn profile and how I can help them build their LinkedIn profile. I also tell them about CVs, how I can help them improve their CVs, if you've noticed in my videos. So don't just go about sending CVs to different companies. Be specific and be deliberate. Would I say be deliberate? Um, I've forgotten the word, but you need to be intentional. Yes, that's the word. You need to be intentional about what you want. You need to plan. Planning is also very important. So if people can actually follow these steps, I think we're going to see results. So I'm not going to base the success of the community on the YouTube platform. YouTube is on its own, and what we are building in the community, it's on its own. So what we are
yeah.
building in the community will help you get the opportunity you need to get from what we are saying on YouTube.
Oh, awesome. I
Yes.
think that sums up the
Another
points.
thing I want to
Um,
say, another thing I want to say, please, people should stop listening to people that say make money while you sleep. You cannot make money while you sleep because even the person telling you to make money while you sleep, if he could make money while sleeping, he will be sleeping and making his money. He won't come to make a YouTube video to tell you make money while you sleep. So I think those are kind of the videos people are looking for, easy ways to make money online. There's no easy path. You need to build yourself. You need to plan. You need to be intentional about what you want.
yeah, it's a whole journey. It's
Yeah,
not just a step.
exactly.
So, in terms of digital work and normal work in our continent, do you
Mm.
think gigs and full-time employment, which one is more scalable for the amount of people that we have, given that our median age is actually 19 across the continent, around 19, and more people are coming out of schools, they're looking for jobs. So do you think we should look more into gigs, or should we look more into getting full-time employment?
Gigs are important. Gigs are
Mm,
good. Yeah, gigs are good. But if you want to
mm,
build a career, you can build a career when you. I don't know. I don't know if gigs, if being in the gig economy is actually a career. It is,
mm.
right?
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah. Okay. But I see building a career like something that you grow from junior to an executive and stuff like that. So if really that's what you want, if you want to build a career in a specific field, then you need
Mm,
to look out for employment opportunities. And if you're someone who likes stability, like you just want to be sure that by the end of the month or by the end of the week you are getting paid, then go for employment. But if you are someone who wants to be a boss on your own, you just want to make money at intervals, you don't want to be under anybody's prerogative, you can go into the gig economy. Yeah. Acquire skills like graphics design, web design. There are so many skills in the gig economy and just apply for them. I'm not going to say one is better than one. Just do what you feel is right for you. I think they all pay very well. I know someone that said he got his first gig of $500. He said he was inside the bus and he shouted when they paid him. So gigs also pay well. But if you need stability, you want to be sure when your money will come in, then look for employment.
yeah, so we can agree that whether it's gigs or full-time employment,
Yes,
it's actually dependent on your goals.
exactly.
And I think in your first response when you were talking about people talking or people coming from online courses and going back straight into their businesses, I'm of the opinion that starting businesses and creating opportunities for others can be helpful in solving unemployment. So I'm
Sure.
thinking, should we or should more people create jobs by starting the businesses and going through the struggle so that others behind them can get probably a stable job? Do you
I'm
think
also,
this can contribute to solving unemployment?
well, I also have a business now. I told you we are doing digital marketing agency.
Yeah.
So business is important.
Mm,
If of course before you even land your job, you need to be sustaining yourself. So if you have a business that is sustaining you, it's fine. But what I'm saying is people need to push more. Like, they say when you acquire a skill or when you have a skill, you need to like speak more about that skill because when you speak more about that skill, people start seeing you as an industry expert in that field. So
mm,
if you finish a graphics design course or a digital marketing course, and you're talking about you're not posting pictures of I don't know, maybe something outside the box of what you learned, I don't think you will be able to even get a job in the first place. So what you are learning, be saying like be speaking to people, like if it's on LinkedIn, Instagram, everywhere, just be making posts about them. Even if you must post about your business, it's fine. But also post about this. At least it would make people understand that okay, this person knows what they are saying, this person knows what they are doing. So I want to encourage people to speak about the skills they learn. Don't just learn in secret. Many people say they don't want people to know what they are up to. So they just learn in secret and they are just there watching. Let people know what you do because when people know what you do, that's when they come to you. If people don't know what you do, in fact, that's really the essence of the internet, the social media platform, is to sell yourself.
yeah, and for
So
those in business, they should also talk about their
also
business.
talk about your business, definitely. Also talk about your business. Sure.
And how, seeing as with businesses, there's also there is definitely that point where you are not generating any revenue. You're just pumping money into the business, but
True.
it's not giving back. So how do
True.
you thrive? How does one thrive in this stage? Because in this day and age, the generations that are currently here have been said to be very impatient. So
Very
people,
impatient, really, very
yeah.
impatient.
So how do people
Like they
thrive
just
throughout
like
this
people just
period?
want, yeah, like people just want to finish a course or a program and just land their first job. So actually, if you have a business and it's not really bringing in money at the moment, there are a lot of things you can do to bring in money. You can go look for funding. You said something to me about funding the last time I was in Kenya, which I intend to
Yeah.
still reach out to you about. You can go look for funding if it's a business that is going to impact people. There are fundings out there. Also, you can start with trainings. Like the digital marketing agency, we plan to start training people on digital marketing, training businesses in particular on how to scale up their business on social media or on the internet.
Mm.
So you can start with training services. All you need to do, it doesn't cost anything to have a Facebook or an Instagram page, right? It is free. It doesn't cost anything to start uploading pictures on your page. It is free. So
Yeah.
Facebook and Instagram is like your online store. You don't need to go pay for an office space to have your store. All you need is your online store, which is Facebook and Instagram. And after that, the more you keep posting about what you do, you can start looking for people to train. Like we're not looking in the digital marketing field, we're not looking for the digital marketing agency. We plan to train people on marketing, like businesses. We plan to reach out to businesses, tell them this is how you can grow your business on social media, and of course they will pay you for it. So even this graphics design you are doing, tell them make a course on how to design everything that has to do with design. So make a course around that. If it's web design, tell people you can learn web design in so weeks, and people will pay you to learn. So you can start off with trainings, and that is how you make money and start growing a business gradually.
This actually makes me curious about one thing.
Yeah.
What is one thing you'd change about the African youth today?
You say?
What is one thing you'd change? Well, what things would you change about the African youth today?
Oh, if I can help African youth to read, I doubt if we read enough. In fact, many people start programs and they don't complete it till the end. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's how we're trying to see how, with opportunities without borders, we're trying to see how we can motivate people or what can motivate people to acquire digital skills efficiently and effectively. That's one of the things we are looking at. Um, I'm not running low on battery storage. Oh my god.
No worries, we're just finishing up.
All right. So as I was saying, you need to um
To read more.
sorry, you said?
You're talking about people's need
Yes,
to read.
yes. People need to read. Like Africans need to read. Many people are not even ready to take any course. They just want to jump into one or two things. I have a friend who will tell me, help me research about this school. Help me research about schools in New Zealand. You have a laptop, you have a phone. You are telling me to help you research about schools in New Zealand.
Are
So
they actually
because
telling you to help them or do it for them?
yeah, research is one thing that we really don't, and I think that's why we are not innovative in Africa.
Mm.
Really, we really need to read more. If there's something I can change, we really need to read more. Like everything readable, you need to read it. That way, you gain more knowledge and more experience about things.
Awesome. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
I know it's been a bit of a struggle getting you on, but it's cool that we are here. So after this,
Sure.
I'll just send you the link that you'll open on your phone
Okay.
for you to finish uploading the videos.
Okay.
Otherwise, thank you guys for tuning in. If you're not subscribed, do hit subscribe. If you want to check out the opportunities without borders, links are below. If you also want to talk directly to Favor, the link to her LinkedIn is also below. So otherwise, thank you and see you on the next one.
Thank you. Bye.